All right, so a lot of excitement seems to have died down when it comes to Pi because some influencers somehow started pushing the narrative that Pi was going to launch at 300 something thousand dollars, and people are already thinking of buying cars, buying house, buying Lamborghini, and then Binance did some kind of, will I call it market manipulation? Because I myself is pissed at Binance. Because why will you go and initiate a community voting system, and when people now vote for Pi to be listed, you just kept silent? No reason as to why you didn't list, nothing at all, or at all. Okay, and this is on top of Pi. This is one of the things that people have to understand. I will do a video talking about airdrops, okay, and addressing some of my thoughts about airdrops, because airdrops have been made to look as if airdrop is a product. Airdrop is not a product. So when people now go bullish and all in using airdrop to get popularity and get people into their ecosystem, there is a price to pay. And part of that price is why the price of Pi is not appreciating back to the $2, almost $3 space range. Okay, why? Because you have people who have mined Pi. Some people locked their own, to be released. And when you have that much Pi, okay, locked, and release dates something like the release dates are not controlled by Pi themselves. It's controlled by those who locked them. So some of them have locks like in May, you know. And when you have that much amount of Pi about to enter into the market, most investors will like want to stay away to most of those free Pi enter into the market. And that is why the price is not shooting back up to where it was before, and that is why it's consistently staying down even when the rest of the market is on the upward trend. So I believe that what is hurting Pi's price right now is the coins that are the unlocks that are happening, and based on that, fresh liquidity is not coming in, and based on that, the price is struggling. Okay, so the faster these unlocks happen and they are out of the system, the faster the price of Pi will recover. And most importantly, it's also about utility. See, I did a video talking about the misunderstanding of supply and contract revoking, renouncing, sorry. And some people don't seem to understand. Pi does not have a supply problem alone. They have a demand problem. Okay? Because if Pi is meant to be like Ethereum and Solana where people can develop things, why is that not the leading point in ensuring that people start developing on the Pi network? Why are the influencers not leading with that? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So yes, there are supplies that are about to hit the market, but if there is an equating or a surplus in the demand, it will balance out the supply, and that will get the price to move in the positive direction. But now we have a supply that is unlocking and a demand that is absent apart from market sentiment. It's not a good look for Pi. So if I am the Pi team and you have your influencers, let them start leading with products that can be developed on the Pi network. Since Pi is meant to be like, according to what they say, that Pi is meant to be like Ethereum and Solana, so which means developers can develop on the network. So what incentives do they have for developers to come and develop on the network? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Other programs are having incentives for developers to develop on the network. Pi should do the same, because only when development comes, or maybe Pi should come up with their own system that is keeping Solana afloat, which is the pump funds and the other meme coin generating platform or token launch platforms. Maybe they need to have that to create demand for Pi. Otherwise, this supply will overwhelm. These supplies that are being unlocked will overwhelm the demand for Pi. Okay? So this is my own belief as to why the price of Pi is stagnating. And I believe the quicker they work on to generate demand for Pi, the better. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you have a contrary opinion, let me hear about it in the comment section. Until I see you guys next time, take care and bye for now.